In ancient times, there was a dark jungle between the mountains and forests of Korea, and legend has it that this was the territory of Dokkaebi, a ghost. Dokkaebi are no ordinary ghosts. They have a twisted sense of humor and extraordinary powers, often appearing as demigods and half-demons, with sharp bamboo sticks and magical hats. They love to play with humanity, using illusions and tricks to punish the greedy and lazy, but generously helping the good and upright. Legend has it that one autumn day, the young woodcutter Ji-Soo got lost in the jungle, and just as he thought he was heading into the endless mist, a tall figure slowly appeared. It was a goblin, wand in hand, wearing a worn straw hat, and laughter thundered through the valley. The goblin stared at Ji-Soo and asked, "Do you want riches or a way out of here?" Ji-Soo calmly replied, "I just want to go home." Impressed by Ji-Soo's honesty, the goblin decides to put him to the test. "You must solve the mystery I left behind overnight, and if you succeed, I will lead you away. If you fail, you will be a part of this forest forever." As night falls, Ji-Soo faces 3 puzzles left behind by the ghosts, each testing his intelligence, courage, and kindness. Eventually, he solved the puzzle with sincerity and patience. The goblin nodded in satisfaction and led him out of the dark jungle. "You're not the first to pass the test, but you're the only one who chooses not to take the wealth with you." The goblin vanished into the mist, leaving only a long laugh echoing through the forest. From that day on, Ji-Soo became a legend in the village, and the legend of Dokkaebi continues to circulate in the land. When Ji-Soo returns to the village, he finds that he has not only escaped the labyrinthine jungle of ghosts, but also brought back a sense of tranquility and wisdom that he has never seen before. The people of the village gathered around him, eager to hear his account of his strange adventure. "Goblins aren't all evil," Ji-Soo told them. "They're just guarding some kind of power, one that we mortals can't easily understand." He recounts the complexity of the puzzles, each of which carries a moral test, and the goblin's intention seems to be to measure the good and evil of the human heart. The villagers were skeptical, but they soon discovered that something had changed in the village the night Ji-Soo returned. The dilapidated rice paddies have been turned into bountiful harvests. The dry streams have flowed again, and even the oldest in the village has felt refreshed. The villagers are beginning to believe that Ji-Soo's encounter with Dokkaebi is not just a legend, but some kind of deeper symbol. However, Ji-Soo remains humble and does not covet the wealth and power that ghosts may bring. He still lived a simple life. Only occasionally, in the early morning mist, he would gaze at the mountains and forests in the distance, as if he felt the presence of ghosts. He knew that Dokkaebi, while playing with humans on the surface, was actually secretly observing and guarding those trustworthy souls. A year later, the village was faced with another natural disaster. Months of drought had nearly withered crops, and the villagers were in despair. The people consulted Ji-Soo again, hoping that he would go to the goblin jungle again and ask for help. After some thought, Ji-Soo decides to step into that mysterious forest again. This time, he didn't lose his way, as if a ghost was silently leading him. Soon the familiar laughter echoed through the air, and Dokkaebi reappeared. "You're here again, Ji-Soo. Do you think I'll still help you?" The ghost's eyes were full of teasing. Ji-Soo smiled and replied, "I'm not here for myself. I'm asking for help for my villagers. They need water and food." The goblin stares into Ji-Soo's eyes, as if probing his heart. "You still don't seek wealth, but only for others." The ghost's smile faded into a thoughtful expression. "What price are you willing to pay?" The goblin asked. Ji-Soo did not hesitate. "I am willing to trade my own future for the peace of the village." The goblin was silent for a moment, then nodded slightly. "Well, I will give you the rain and harvest you need, but you will remain in this forest forever and be its guardian." Ji-Soo accepted this offer, and shortly after returning to the village, the rainstorm arrived as expected, and the village was revitalized. People thanked Ji-Soo for his selfless dedication, but he never told them the true price. Until one day, Ji-Soo quietly disappears, and no one knows where he went. However, the villagers say that in the depths of the jungle, Ji-Soo's voice can be faintly heard, and he and the ghosts can laugh and wander in the forest. The mysterious jungle has since become a blessed land, full of danger and guarded by a gentle force.